You can polish your award later, Moby. We've got a question. Well, Kaylyn, that's a great question. Ernest Rutherford was a scientist born near Nelson, New Zealand on August 30th, 1871. He had 6 brothers and 5 sisters. Big family. Right, Moby? Well, Rutherford got his education from early on in government schools. In 1889, he was awarded a university scholarship. He then proceeded to the University of New Zealand. After, his first research projects, which were done in New Zealand, of course, were associated with the magnetic properties of iron. Of course, Rutherford had a nice personal life, too. Rutherford married Mary Newton in 1900. They only had one child, though, who was named Eileen. She married the physicist R.H. Fowler. A really cool fact about Rutherford is that he got knighted in 1914. Also, he lived until the age of 66 and died in Cambridge on October 19th in 1937. Of course, those aren't the only things about Rutherford. Even though he got knighted and did many other theories, experiments, and research. Yeah, Moby, Rutherford was a pretty cool guy. And though he did a lot of cool things, he made a really cool discovery that changed the world. But his experiment was really cool too, that made that discovery happen. So, since Rutherford was a student of J.J. Thomson, who created the plum pudding theory, he decided to test his model of an atom, which was obviously the plum pudding model. In 1909, Rutherford took an element such as helium to produce a small, positively charged beam of particles. The helium was put inside lead, so the lead would stop all the positive particles except for a tiny string. Yes, Moby, great. Kids, don't try this experiment at home. Well, anyway, he then took an extremely thin piece of gold foil. After this, he placed a detecting screen with a special coating behind the gold foil. This special coating would glow whenever a positive particle hit it. See? Look. This way, Rutherford could see where the particles went after they hit the gold foil. Exactly, Moby. That's right. Due to his experiments in 1911, Rutherford discovered that a very small, positively charged nucleus was in the atom. This nucleus was orbited by many tiny electrons. With his collected information, he found a way to change one element, nitrogen, to another element, oxygen, through a nuclear reaction. He used the formula 14N plus A turns into 17O plus P to perform this experiment. In 1919, Rutherford was able to theorize the existence of neutrons in the atom, which may somehow compensate for the repelling effect of the positive charges of protons by causing some sort of attractive nuclear force. This would keep the nucleus from breaking apart. Actually, yes. Rutherford's theory of neutrons was proven by his associate, James Chadwick, in 1935, who was awarded the Nobel Prize for that. Don't worry, Moby. Rutherford still earned many amazing awards during his lifetime. Much more than many other famous scientists, in fact. And actually, from this experiment and discovery, Rutherford is credited as being the father of nuclear physics. That's a big title. Okay, Moby, now you're just showing off.